Head gasket in an automobile sits between the engine block and cylinder head of the engine. It seals the cylinder head, block and fluid paths so they don't leak in any manner. Mostly the head gasket is damaged by excess heat generated from the engine. And its damage can give some symptoms which are given below. First and common symptom when head gasket fails is bubbling coolant. You may find the coolant in your car starts to bubble even when the engine is cold. Here, a crack in the gasket is formed between the cylinder and coolant path, so whenever the piston compresses and burns the fuel-air mixture, the excess pressure leaks into the cooling system, which comes as bubbles in the coolant system. Secondly, when the piston moves down, a slight volume of coolant is pulled into the combustion chamber, which then evaporates away with the exhaust gas. This causes excess coolant consumption and the coolant level can go down in a short period of time. This excess evaporation can also cause your engine to emit white smoke from the exhaust. Thirdly, you might notice engine coolant mixing with engine oil. Here a leak in the gasket is formed between the coolant path and oil drain column, thus the coolant escape passes into the oil drain and to the oil pan or sump. If left unnoticed, you will start to see the engine oil turning to a white milky texture. This can be seen as a white slurry in the oil dipstick and oil cap. Fourth symptom when the gasket fails is external fluid leaks. You might see coolant or engine oil leaking from the gasket area to engine surroundings. The fifth symptom associated with blown head gasket is cylinder compression leaks. This symptom can happen in different ways, that is, to the coolant side, which is mentioned in the first symptom. Compression leak to oil sump. This can be a little tricky. You might see higher crankcase pressure and misjudge the piston rings, not knowing what the real problem is. Compression leaks into the atmosphere. Here, you might find a small amount of smoke or fuel smell around the engine room. Compression leak between cylinders. Here, the compressed air in one cylinder leaks to another and you might get rough engine performance, including misfires, engine shaking, knocking, etc. The sixth symptom associated with failed head gasket is engine overheating. This symptom is connected with the first symptom. When there is a leak of hot gases to coolant, it heats up really fast and the engine cooling system cannot remove the excessive heat. As mentioned before, head gaskets are damaged due to excess heat or engine overheating. It's a good practice to check and refill the coolant and engine oil correctly at particular intervals so you don't come across premature head gasket failures.